Okay, so it is Technology Week in Access,
Yay!
And we're going to talk about 3 different tools that we think would be very helpful in various different classes. So we're real quick going to show you how they are used, and then you can start using them.
All right, so the first one we're going to show is Snap and Read. So you downloaded this last week. Right now I have it turned on. If you turn it off, it goes black, and so when it is on, it's colorful, and then these icons over on the side appear. And so for the first one we're going to show is how it snaps and reads something. So you're going to click this, and it brings up this, and you'll just say, okay, I want it to read this paragraph to me. And then it should go.
Joe Campbell had $37,000 in his online brokerage account when he went to bed on Wednesday
So when you
night.
want it to stop,
You can click that, and then you can just hit this X, and it goes away.
So that is great if you're a teacher, if you're sitting in class and your teacher tells you to read this article about someone in history and you don't know what it's talking about, it will read it to you.
You might want to make sure you have your headphones on, too.
Right. The second part of this little extension is the simplifying option. So if you have a really complex paragraph that you're supposed to read in a class, you can highlight it again. So you're going to highlight it before, and then if you hit the simplify button, it will put everything in italics that it will kind of explain a word to you, or it will change the word to something else.
So yeah, this word was brokerage, and maybe some of you that aren't in a business class might not know what that means. So in parentheses it said company that buys and sells things for clients. So that's pretty nice if there's a challenging article that you have to read again and you aren't sure of all the words and you don't want to keep looking them up, this simplify tool will really help.
Yeah. So that's Snap and Read. Anything else about this one?
No, I think that's pretty much the 2 key features of this one.
Okay, cool. So the next app we want to talk to you about is Co-Writer, and it's the little word bubble that's at the top of your screen there. And if you aren't using it, it'll be black, and if you click on it, it will turn purple, and it's ready to go. So this would be good if you're typing a paper, and you're typing, and you'll notice that with every word that you type, it will kind of predict words that you might be trying to do. So Mrs. Shastine accidentally misspelled the word typing. So if it's not there, what do they do, Miss Shastine?
Yeah, I would probably maybe right click and it might show other words always correct to typing. So maybe sometimes the Google Dictionary will have to help you, but this one is.
But it's kind of nice that it gives you a bunch of options. So even before you're finished with the word, you might see it pop up. And the word for me that I always struggle with is restaurant. For some reason, I can never spell this word right. So I'll start typing it. I put a U next. Oh, there it is. So
Restaurants.
I know that I struggle with that word, so it's there for me. If you click on it,
Restaurants.
it will put it in for you. So it's kind of a nice thing for grammar when you're typing papers.
The other interesting tool that we want to show, and I know maybe some of you already know about this, but under Tools, Google Docs has what we call voice typing, and so you can click on that, and then when you're ready to speak, you can speak into it, and Google Doc will record everything on your screen, or what you're saying.
It's like magic. So that's a nice tool if you're by yourself, or let's say you're typing a paper in Access. If you go to the LR office, you can be by yourself and talk into your computer, and it will write everything you say, which is kind of cool.
And look at this. It says a little tip there if you want to type a sentence and you have to say period, or if you want to start a new line. So it gives you some little hints to when you're typing something to make sure you have all the structural elements there. If you want to put a comma in, and just say comma.
So you have 3 different tools that we kind of showed you. You have the Snap and Read that we showed you first, Co-Writer, which is the word prediction, and then the Google Voice tool to help you type papers. So what we'd like you to do in your blog for your assignment this week is to write a quick post about the technology that you learned and give us one of these tools that you think you might use and when you might use them. And if you feel like you're not going to use any of these, then please give us another technology tool that you use or like and would like to share with us. That would be great.
Yeah, there might be, if you want to go to the Chrome store and take a look at some things, there's some cool, like if you see I have this little couch here, it's called Read Comfortably, and so when you're on like a CNN page or reading a news story and there's all these ads over there, that app will make things more clear for you and take out some of those ads. So take a look at the Chrome store if you don't like any of the ones that we talked about today and see if there's something better that you can talk about.
All right, good luck. The next one is called Co-Writer, and it's this little word bubble here. So again, if it's if you click on it, it will change color, and that will mean that it's in use. Otherwise, it's black. So if you click on this, and let's say you're going to type a paper, And you're typing, and all of a sudden you come to this word, and the word for me would be restaurant. I, for some reason, can never spell this word correctly. So I will
Hold on.
type it. Oops, technical difficulties.
Yeah, let me turn it back on. We're going to have to cut this
out.
out.
Yeah.
Blooper reel.